Chase Hover went through a stretch earlier this season that Coach Jones compared to a golfer with a case of the yips. Then he went on a stretch where he started hitting most of his field goals. What changed? Did he change anything mechanical, or did you change anything with your practice?
I think just a couple things. I think, his approach and, his angle to the ball a little bit. But, I mean, he was hitting the ball fine. It just wasn't. I mean, he hit the 48-yarder up at El Paso, missed it. It was on the hash. And it hadn't gotten a lot of great shots. I mean, hash kicks are tough. They're not easy kicks, especially in college. So, I mean, but he's hitting his ball strike and ball flight. We're all good. And eventually they're gonna start going in for you if you're hitting the ball good.
He's had a couple of field goals blocked this year. What's harder to recover from, a miss or a block? And what is your role after a blocked field goal in terms of of being psychologist or getting him back on track?
Just let it go. One snap and clear. That's
just leave him alone.
That's what we. Yeah. You can't. Obviously you have to go back and make the corrections, and look at everything from a protection standpoint, the techniques, personnel you have in the game, all the little things like that, and then you got to go out and execute just like any other play out here. You shouldn't block kicks or bad deals.
Darius Johnson took over as your punt returner against Southern Miss. What do you like about him in that role?
He has good ball skills, and he's a phenomenal athlete. He's a good football player. So it's good to have him back there. Hopefully we'll give him a chance. We got to do a better job of blocking for him, and get a chance to get him in the open field.
Coach Jones said that he told the team that it's time for the seniors to take over, and that means some of the seniors will be playing more on special teams. Does that present a challenge for you, putting them into roles that other guys have been filling all year, or does it actually help things by having presumably your best players out there?
No, the thing about it is these guys have all been in these roles before. It's not anything new. It's not like we just stuck them out there, in positions they've never played before. It's just that, we're in a situation right now. We're in a must-win. We're playing, every game's a playoff game right now. So this is it. So we're looking. The future is now.
Rice has a very good place kicker who I believe is a semifinalist for the Groza Award. Is there anything you can do to rattle him, or anything you can do to change up some schemes to give them a different look?
Nah, the thing is, let me say, we're going to do what we do, I mean, that's, with right now where we're at in the season, week 10, this what we've done to get us where we're at, that's what we're going to do. You can't come out and change everything and try a bunch of new stuff. Do what we can go out and execute, what everybody knows what their responsibilities are, and just do them better.
What about the rest of Rice's special teams? Is there a particular area of concern for you in their returns or their coverage or anything?
I think they're well coached. I think they play hard. I think they've got some good athletes. They're smart guys, obviously. They don't beat themselves. They're a good team. You look at them and say, hey, why is this team 4-6? I don't know. Things haven't gone their way. They're an interesting football team. I mean, they got, they're a play away from beating Tulsa on the road. Then they come back and, get into a shootout with Tulane. Beat Kansas on the road. I mean, they're an interesting football team. I don't know what it is about them, but I know this much. I have a lot of respect for them. I think we played them here last year. At last game of the regular season, it was a dogfight. It came down to the last few plays. They got an onside kick on us, late, and had a chance to win the game. So, for us, it's more about what we do and how we do it and doing it better. It can't at this point in time. Doesn't matter who we're playing, and I've told our guys this all the time. The only people that are going to beat us is us. That's the way it is. If you look at teams now, it's not teams winning, it's teams that are losing games, doing things that, this time of year when you've been playing this many games, this is when you got to just do what you do it better, and play for each other, lay it out there. And right now, we can actually sit here in the 10th week of the season or 11th week and say that we're playing for a championship. Not many teams right now in the country. I don't know what the numbers are, but there's not many teams that can say right now that they have a chance to win the conference championship. Now, obviously, we need help, but the only thing we can do is help ourselves, by playing a good football game. But right now, as I'm standing here, we have a chance to win the conference. So that's good. That's plenty of motivation for a football team to go out and want to play their best football.
You've got 2 games left on the schedule, and like you said, hopefully more after that. Margus Hunt has 17 block kicks in his career, which is 2 short of the NCAA record. How important would it be to you to see him break that record?
I think it'd be great, and I think it would be great if he did it because it would help us win the game. I think the thing about it is I just want to win. I'd love to see him get the records, but I know he and I both would trade all those records in for a win. That's the thing we're here to do. All those individual things, and it's like last week. Aaron Davis blocking a field goal. Whoever makes the play out there, and however it winds up being, if he has the record, I don't really think that we even think about it. I think we just go out there, we try to block every kick. Sometimes he's involved in it. Sometimes he's not. But I think that we just want to win. However we got to get it done. So honestly, I don't even think about the record. To be honest, I didn't even know that till you said that. It doesn't ever come up in the discussion. We're trying to block every kick. So whatever we have to do that. Whoever gets, sometimes he's maybe the decoy in the scheme. So I think we're just all really focused in on winning this game. This is a big game for us. 5-5 right now. We have a chance to do everything that we set out to do at the beginning of the season. Is still in front of us, and that's a great motivational tool.
When you look at Margus, obviously he's a big, tall guy and he's got long arms. But if height were all it took to block kicks, every coach would go find a basketball player. What is it about him that makes him such a good kick blocker?
Just he's got great hand-eye coordination. The guy's a special athlete. It's not before he even played football, he was a world-class athlete. We're talking about just your average Joe, tall guy that just came in, off the streets. This kid is a rare, gifted athlete. You saw the interception that he got, in the Southern Miss game. That was an unbelievable play. You should have seen when we had that block kick. He went and made the tackle on the backside and stripped the ball out of the guy's hands. That to me was a phenomenal play. This guy's a great athlete, man. He's a good. He never ceases to amaze me. And the kick blocking thing that's just his role in that particular down. But this guy does things all the time that that interception out there was, for a guy his height to go down and get that ball, that was an amazing play. And then to turn around and keep his balance and run, I'm sitting there watching that play, I'm going, that's one of the best plays I've ever seen, especially for a guy that big. How athletic, and then he goes and he returns it, makes a good play out of it. Do you realize how difficult a play that was? The guy's amazing.